There may not be an official blog from Scopely today, but you can rely on BPG to bring you some content every Friday. This week, we're going to go over the second half of the blog from last week and the event initial impressions for week commencing the 30th of December. So if you want to know how we're going to smash this final event in the Ice Queen's Gala monthly milestone, and everything that has been going on within the Marvel Strike Force universe, then join me in this video. What's going on, everyone? I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least 2 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week, usually based around the events within the game. However, sometimes I do get time to add additional videos in as well. So if you find the content in this video helpful, please do consider giving the video a like, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss another BPG upload. And without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? And in the news this week, we had the early 2025 roadmap. Now, this went out after the main blog last Friday. We're just going to take a quick recap of this one, really. And so here we are on MarvelStrikeForce.com with the early 2025 preview. And I've got to say, my initial impressions of this blog were that this was thrown together after there was a number of jibes from Mobile Gamer and other envoys, you know, questioning the fact that we haven't had a roadmap for Marvel Strike Force and that we're getting more data from the Datamines than we are from Scopely themselves. They go on to say that Battle World is going to return sometime between the end of January and early February, so they're giving themselves a bit of a window there. They're saying that they are going to be working with the envoys and the player council and select members of the community for review. Wonder who those select members will be. Maybe members of the Kraken community, possibly. But so these details may evolve or be updated entirely to ensure the best experience for everyone when Battle World returns. It's going to become a monthly event. So we've gone from a 6-day, every week siege to a 3-day once a month with 4 zones total. This is the current sort of iteration. And then Null Shards, the King in Black, will still be the big boss. They'll have more info on the exact number of shards, so stay tuned. So basically that's we kind of know what's going on. We're not going to put too much sort of detail in because we don't want to be held accountable for it. That's how I hear that. Cosmic Crucible Judgment upgrade. Team has been working hard at creating new tech for us to reshape the battle for the Living Tribunal's judgment and juicy rewards. Here's what you can expect in 2025 during high stakes battles. Now, I believe Cosmic Crucible's a lot of people's favorite game mode. It's what a lot of the content creators I know wait all week for, and that's because it is content that they can create. Because outside of that, there isn't much other content in the game. So there is going to be another 5C tournament. So that is the Content Creator Cosmic Crucible Crapshoot tournament. Where our top content creators face off in a custom Cosmic Crucible tournament. So that's going to show you the new rules of the new seasons when that comes out. We'll see what happens there. Raid difficulty selector update. Ready for a tougher raid challenge before the rest of your alliance, or maybe your roster isn't quite powerful enough for your alliance. This is preferred difficulty. Good news. The raid difficulty update we're cooking up is just what you're looking for. Upcoming upgrade to the raid difficulty selector will allow each member of your alliance to select a preferred difficulty and associated rewards. That's all we're revealing for now, though, so be on the lookout for more details. Not even a date as to when that's going to be coming live, so that seems like, yeah, this is what we've got coming, but we don't know when. Okay, cool. Age of X and Professor X come to an explosive conclusion in the spring of 2025. So again, a rather rough date because spring could be any time from sort of March to June. So, you know, we'll see where that lands. 60 plus mission nodes with increasing difficulties, each with various trait requirements and mean red-eyed baddies to get Professor X. So we're basically looking at some form of like tower stroke Dark Dimension-esque type thing there. Global milestones. So it looks like we're going to be having some global milestones that everyone takes part in, not just your alliance, but every single person. And that will score points and earn rewards. Wonder how well that will go down. And then 7th anniversary celebrations. Are we in the Warhammer 40k community now, are we? That's orcish. Anyway, March 2025 marks the 7th anniversary of Marvel Strike Force. And since our 6th birthday bash was so much fun, and it was, I will admit, it was quite a fun set of events they threw on for that. We're throwing another party. Details are still top secret, but this celebration is not one that you will want to miss. That's just an appetizer for the 2025 smorgasbord. We've got even more on the way throughout the year, so get hungry and check back in January for all the exciting updates heading your way to Marvel Strike Force, along with more characters commanders that you can spend your hard-earned cash on. So what did you think of this part of the blog? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this. And next up, we have the Frozen Dimension bug. I don't know what it is, but ever since the last pocket dimension that we had, the Shattered Dimension, it seems that they have broken something, because previously for this, we were only ever able to get the node rewards for the pocket dimension twice. Since the last Shattered Dimension, and it has been confirmed that this Frozen Dimension is exactly the same, node rewards are infinite, basically. So although you have 24 hours between each run, if you're completing this daily, every 2 days, you can go in and collect all the node rewards again. So cool. Those who have bought Absolute A-Force, what a present for you guys. Loads of extra resources, and probably maxing out your Orcus team as well whilst you're at it, if you haven't already done so. Character abilities. This is getting to a point now where it is completely stupid. I want to explain a little bit more about that, and we're going to head over to the Json Viewer so you can see what we are talking about here. So here we are in the Json Viewer, and I want to give a massive shout out to Gulam here. He, in his Cosmic Crucible video that he did recently, which I'm going to link in the description down below, put the new Immortal X-Men, the reworked characters, into a Cosmic Crucible fight, and I believe it was up against either an Extreme X-Men or something like that, but they had Dormammu with them, I know that much. And he got round to Storm's ultimate, cracked Storm's ultimate off, and not only did a lot of people die because of the damage, but they also didn't revive from Dormammu. And that left us looking, and when we went into the JSON file, you can see here is Storm, and we've got her basic and her invisible traits and her passive and a passive power multiplier. Safety, which is the that's your assist stroke counter attack information sort of thing. So, and your ISO 8 attack, that's what the safety is. Special traits, and then ultimate. And if we look down through the ultimate on the actions and we come down to number 4, we can see here that victim can't revive equals true. Now, if we read her actual ability, Storm of the Century, it says attack all enemies for 110% damage. Damage is increased by 100% per charged. Lose all charged. And if this character has 20 or more charged, this attack cannot miss. Now, nowhere in her ultimate does it say that no one can revive. In fact, Nowhere in any of Storm's kit is this character cannot revive. It's not like it's even been taken from, you know, moved from somewhere else. It is literally just the fact that they have added that ability in, but it's not actually on her ability. We do have another character like this, and this is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now, Cosmic Ghost Rider, his ultimate clears all barrier on primary target, attacks the primary target for 500% piercing, damage is increased by 25% per positive effect on the primary target, applies stun and trauma to the primary target, clear all battlefield effects, ignores defense up, cannot be blocked. In war, this attack cannot be dodged or counterattacked. Nothing here about cannot be revived. And some of you might have got caught out by this in Dark Dimension 7 on the global nodes, especially if you were using Extreme X-Men, because if you killed your sunspot, you'd come back with no charges. But if we go back here and we go up to Cosmic Ghost Rider, you will see here that on his ultimate, under the actions, target victim can revive truth. Now, these are things that really should be right. They should be on the character kit or not actually in the kit at all itself when it's put into the JSON. And again, I want to give a massive shout out to my fellow content creator, Boylon, who is always doing a lot of work for the community. On his Discord server, there is a channel called Current Character Bugs. He is keeping a list of them here. So we can see here, we got Omega Sentinel. Special does not need level 7 to add the ability block text. It's active from level 2. Special gives 10% extra healing to self and Orcus allies. Web text suggests 0%. We've got Sasquatch. Passive has been changed a bit. Unclear to what the difference is to text. Passive does not remove safeguard upon being exhausted. This happens all the time in war, defense, and raids. Text needs to be removed on this. You've got the Cosmic Ghost Rider one here. Moon Knight ultimate not unavoidable when it comes to accuracy reductions like Spider Weaver, even though it should. Seems to be a problem with the way older characters are coded. Ultimate should also have the text 2-turn heal block instead of 1. Ancient One, passive is bugged, does not give crit chance to self outside of Battle World. Emma Frost X-Men, passive designed to block plus speed, but does not work on defense. Kahori's ultimate in war can be dodged or evaded. Shouldn't be able to be. Her code has extra accuracy, cannot be blinded, but she doesn't have the same code to attack through dodge chance or evade. Kahori's ult should be relabeled cannot miss. And then there's the storm part from that we've just gone over as well. So if you do find any bugs like this, if you are looking at it and you think to yourself, well, that's not what the ability reads, please do either DM me or Boylon on Discord, and we will take a look in the JSONs and get this added to the current character bugs. We're trying to keep this up to date, or Boylon certainly is trying to keep this up to date so that if Scopely ever do decide to come to us again for any advice or anything like that, we can point them in this direction. So starting on the 29th of December, which is this Sunday, we will be having a Medusa weekly free claim land. There is going to be 15 shards every week for the next 3 months of Medusa, which should get you a 4-star unlock according to the blog. Monday, which will be the 30th, we have the Orcus Team Battle Pass going to go live. I'm not sure on these team battle passes. I think they are just a way of sort of like, I know Orcus are just about to be fountainable and farmable, but I think this is an awful battle pass, really. And if I was a battle pass buyer, probably one that I wouldn't buy, certainly for the character shards. But we'll wait and see on Monday what happens with that battle pass. Not that I'm going to buy it, but, you know, we'll see. We'll reserve judgment till Monday on that. The 31st of December, which is Tuesday, the Groupma Surprise Week 2 will end and the Week 3 will begin. Now, I've seen a lot of questions from people saying, Well, I've got 1,500 fragments left over from the first week. Now, you'll notice that the orb fragments that you're collecting, or the Groupmas surprise fragments that you're collecting, are different from week to week. Week 1, you only had to claim 4 of the 7 available sets of fragments. This week, you have to claim 5 out of 7. And next week, they want you to claim 6 out of 7. So you will have a surplus of fragments available. That is how it is designed, and it is designed that every week that prize will come into the store when the week finishes and the new week begins. And just a reminder that January the 3rd is a very special day. Not only is it my birthday, but it is also the release of Jean Grey. And if you're wanting to stay on top of the meta, the Spotlight Raid 2 prologue release. So I would recommend right now to start saving your power cores, get ready for that Jean Grey release, and hit those power cores hard so that you can build Jean Grey the day she comes out, plus the other 3 members of the Uncanny Avengers, and get into that Spotlight Raid 2 prologue and get as far as you can in that raid for your alliance, because there will be probably some juicy rewards within that raid. So how are we doing at nearly the end of week 4 of the Ice Queen's Gala? Well, we are on nearly milestone 38. Should be a shoe-in for milestone 40 next week. That shouldn't be too hard. We do have 600,000 snow globes to spend next week, so we've got to obviously earn some snow globes to spend those. So with me being 300, just under 300,000 short of milestone 40, I think we will be well in to get that event done and dusted. So what events do we have for week 5 of the Ice Queen's Gala? Well, we have And a Zombie at the Party. Trying to make it with like the partridge in a pear tree, but And a Zombie at the Party. This is going to start on Monday the 30th of December 2024 at 1 PM PST, or if you're like me in the UK, 9 PM GMT. It's a 7-day event, so it's going to finish on the 6th of January at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. We have week 5 of Season of Giving. If you do not know what we are doing in this event by now, then where have you been the past 5 weeks? Possibly not playing this game, which I don't blame you in some ways. This is also a 7-day event, and the points for this event feeds into And a Zombie at the Party. Absolute Assault. This is an alliance event. It is a 6-day event that is going to start on Monday the 30th of December and finish on Sunday the 5th of January at the normal times. And again, this is the 5th week that this has been running. So again, should be fairly simple to do. And the quick rumble next week is Year of the Girls. This is going to start on Friday the 3rd of January 2025 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT, and will finish on Sunday the 5th of January again at 1 PM PDT or 9 PM GMT. And next week you are going to be getting extra points for using your A-Force characters in Blitz. I'm pretty sure that will also include Absolute A-Force, so there should be a good spread of characters for you to have at those 7 stars to be able to score points and make this a very quick Rumble Blitz for you. Okay, so let's break down the web milestone for next week. It is very simple. We've been doing this for 5 weeks now. But basically, you are going to be spending 600,000 snow globes again. This is the milestone that isn't worth the gold that you put into it. But hey ho, 10,000 points towards the And a Zombie at the Party milestone. And there are also 10,000 Ice Queen's Gala milestone points in this event. And your to-do list for next week for this will be to spend your snow globes in the snow globe store. And on Monday, we will go over what my picks are for the snow globe store there, but they're the same picks that they have been for the past 5 weeks. You're also going to want to make sure that your alliance is doing its alliance gifting properly. And what I mean by that is getting to at least that 5th box on the Alliance gifting, which is achievable by 12 members of your Alliance donating 1,000 gold and 12 members of your Alliance donating 50 power cores. And that event leads into and a zombie at the party, the final week of the Ice Queen's Gala event. Now, there are lots of scoring methods for this, but ultimately the free-to-play scoring methods fall into the following categories. Spending 1 with What If Winterland event energy. Now that is the event where you can farm the Kahori shards from, or the Kahori orbs from, as well as other things. That will still be around next week. Earn 1 New Year 2025 orb fragment. Those are going to be coming from Isotope 8 campaign nodes. So again, should be fairly simple to do. And to use your absolute A-Force in war, again, a very simple achievable milestone. There are extra points in this if you are a spender for using Kahori at 5, 6 and 7 yellow stars in war, using Miss Marvel Classic at 5, 6 and 7 yellow stars, and using Medusa at 5, 6 and 7 yellow stars. But those are spender inputs, which will go towards getting further into the milestones and higher up on the leaderboards. Yes, it is a leaderboard event. I've got a reasonable free-to-play total down at 104,860 points. And to achieve that reasonable free-to-play total, you're going to need to do the following things. You're going to want to spend 200 cores per day on the What If Winterland campaign energy. You're going to want to spend 650 Isotope 8 energy daily. You're going to want to use 5 members of the Absolute A-Force in war. Again, this should be pretty simple to do. There are 2 members who have been out for a very long time. You don't even have to have them built. You just have to go in and basically either win or lose the battle. So you could put them in with like 4 really powerful characters and just take down a weaker opponent if you don't have them built. And you're going to want to go to the web store to collect your daily free claim, and I'm going to leave a link to the web store in the description of the video down below. And those 104,000 points, that is going to get us all the way down to milestone 14 at 101,000 points. And that is going to get us the partridge. Now, we might be able to get a little bit further, but I don't want to over egg it at the minute. I have put the fragment to energy ratio at 4:1, which has been the most common that we have had recently. So hopefully the New Year 2025 orb fragments are in a similar position. But again, come back on Monday, see me Monday when I do the proper event guide. This is just a little bit to tell you what you might need to save over the weekend. And here is the leaderboard. For those of you who are interested, it is diamonds for Medusa, which is obviously the newest character that has come out. Again, really and truthfully, these like purple ions and the purple ISO 8 credits, they're not as good as what we were getting in previous leaderboards. So I think if you didn't do the leaderboards when Odin was around, competing in these leaderboards, I mean, top 1,000 to 2,500 would be nice. That diamond fragment, the 30,000 T3 ISO 8 credits, and the 700,000 T3 L1 ions. But is the juice worth the squeeze? I don't personally think so. And so this week of events is going to lead us into the new year. I firstly want to say a massive thank you to you all who have joined me throughout the year. It has been a blast covering the events and other things within Marvel Strike Force, and we've built up a really great community. So I want to give a massive shout out to a few members of the community who I see regularly every week, every video in the comments section. I want to give a massive shout out to Clay Quartermain 424. Thank you for commenting and being a great follower of the channel. We have Navik von Bathory again, always in the comment section, commenting on the videos. Thank you ever so much. Also a massive shout out to DJ Huff 854. You are also amazing. Thank you for that, and thank you everyone who comments, likes, shares the videos, watches the videos. I really do appreciate your time, and I wish you guys all the best for the new year, not just in MSF but in life in general. What do you think is going to be round the corner for us in 2025 from Marvel Strike Force? Why not let me know in the comments down below. Once again, if you have found the content in this video helpful, please do consider giving it a like and maybe even share it with some of your alliance mates. And until next time, everyone, stay positive.